For 5 last season, Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
And Adams sends it back, and they get it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Basketball.
Hayward against Brooks. Hayward kicks the ball. Williams inside. The kick out to Ball. Shot clock at 3.
Well, Steven Adams making his presence felt. This guy on the defensive end can be special.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
The Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Rozier the pass to Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
You're starting to be able to trust that Terry Rozier is going to make these finds.
Ball against Morant. Outside, Bain. Brooks finds Bain. From past the arc. And Rozier pulls it down. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ball against Morant. Ball, the pass to Rozier. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bain with it, now guarded by Ball. A miss that time, would have put him up. And it's the Hornets ball.
Good to see Hayward out there on the floor. For the past few years, this guy has dealt with a ton of injuries.
And it's a shame because when he's completely healthy, he's proven he's capable of making an all-star team. Consider this. In every season but his rookie year, he's been a double-digit scorer, and he always does it in very efficient fashion.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
He takes it in, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Adams, some nice D.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
Here's Williams. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Williams has got 8.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help? Oh! Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Cody Martin comes in for Gordon Hayward. Oubre is checked in for Terry Rozier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. And here's Kennard. This is to Jones.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the 3. Conchar can't get it to go. Hornets leading by 3. Oubre, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. Here's Tillman, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Oubre up top, guarded by Bain. Morant with the steal. Martin against Brooks. Pass to Jackson, and Memphis with another turnover here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Smith the pass to Richards. Charlotte moving it around. Morant with the steal. And the Grizzlies call their first timeout of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Morant throws it down.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Smith against Morant. Pass to Richards. Now, here's Washington. Outside, Martin. Clock at 4. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Hornets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Morant. Unable to get that one. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
The Grizzlies, 13. Please give a big round of applause.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And there's Jackson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the center position. Jones kicks to Bain. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Hayward outside. Back to Ball. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 3rd assist on the night. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited to see what LaMelo Ball can do for the franchise.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubt this young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around him?
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
If there's been a glaring weakness for the Charlotte Hornets these past several seasons, they clearly are not a good enough defensive team. And I mean that both in the painted area and with their perimeter guard play on the defensive end.
Rozier, he's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Morant. No good, unable to end this run.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Doris with the strong post presence. Could the Hornets have been a playoff team?
Well, I think it's a foundational piece to any championship level defense. Most of the best defenses begin by taking away the painted area and easy shots and build outward, Kevin. So for me, it's more than just individual parts. You have to add in mentality and commitment and defensive principles that are built from the coach on through the personnel.
Morant, and Morant throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Ball dishes to Oubre. Here's Rozier. The layup missed. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant with it. Now defended by Oubre. Morant passes to Adams. Morant. Oh, wow!
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pops in the layup for 2. Ball's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Dennis Smith, he's checked in for the Hornets. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Morant. Williams with the block. Here's Rozier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Hayward, and Hayward at the stuff.
Well, he is a forward, but Gordon Hayward has sensational handling ability. His full confidence to carve through the defense on display.
In the corner, Kennard with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Nick Richards comes in for Williams. And Washington subbed in for Kelly Oubre. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. Lobbed up there for Clark. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot. And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Memphis with another turnover here.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Martin's checked in. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Tyus Jones comes in for John Morant. Richards passes to Martin. Stolen by Brooks. A minute 20 left in the first half. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jones with it. Now Smith defending. It's blocked. And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And the dude running onto the floor makes the shot from your honey team.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. Morant kicks to Bane. Back to Morant. Outside, Bane. Three-pointer. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Martin wide open. He fires, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Bane, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And the rejection by Jackson. Bane looking around. A three-pointer off the mark. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. And the third team foul. Substitution for the Hornets.
Just 3 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
Both good from the line that time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
LaMelo Ball getting it done. All right, David, thank you.
38. The Grizzlies. 22.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. Guys, he says it's just a bruised shoulder. Good news, because at first they feared it was much worse.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Washington out there with Williams. And it's Ball in at the 1. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Adams finds Jackson. Here's Morant.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Now, here's Ball. 10 points for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Stolen by Washington. Jumps up. And the rejection by Jackson. To the wing on the left. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot on.
Oubre is checked in for Ball. And Memphis also making a switch. Jones is checked in.
And good to see him come through there. He's had a lot of problems at the line tonight.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. Hornets leading by 13. Now Rozier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Williams. With the ball. Down low. Here's Washington. And the rejection by Jackson. The pass to Concho. Jones kicks to Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Some changes for Memphis. Baines checked in for Conchar, and it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. And it's Rozier missing. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Outside, Bain. Jackson in the corner. Back to Bain. Hayward against Brooks. Bain for 3. Out to Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner for 3. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Rozier. Charlotte again missing. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Oubre on the wing. Passes to Williams. Trying to get something going. No good on the shot. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Ball's checked in for Charlotte. And the Hornets with possession here. They led by as many as 18 points. Feeds it to Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Memphis. basketball.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Outside, Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Ball finds Hayward. Charlotte moving it around. Pass the ball. Washington with it. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Now just a 4-point Hornets lead. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And there it is for them.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I call an elite showman. Boy, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he's missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Martin's checked in. Then for the Grizzlies, Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Kennard in for Dylan Brooks. That's good from Ball. So many electric players in this NBA, Doris. But do you think LaMelo Ball is as exciting as any?
He is at the top of the list, but that list is long. Think about a Ja Morant. Think about an Anthony Edwards. The league is in good hands for decades to come.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Hayward outside. Here's Martin. Oh, and the jam by Williams. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Going to the line, shooting 2.
He doesn't get the second one. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Grizzlies ball. Coming onto the floor.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's Charlotte up by 8.
Your Hornets youth dance team.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Tillman in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Martin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Dylan Brooks. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Charlotte?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Hornets leading by 6. To the middle, here's Hayward. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The difference in confidence level from when Gordon Hayward entered the league to now, I get the sense he feels he can go at anyone anytime he wants.
Bain kicks to Jackson. Stolen by Ball. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks outside. Back to Jackson. Martin with the block. Hayward on the wing. Here's Ball. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. And the Hornets lead by 10.
Being an outstanding rebounder seems to run in the Ball family. LaMelo doing his thing on the glass.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots. And you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Rozier, he's checked in for Martin.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Pass to Richards. It's deflected. It's stolen by Adams. Outside, Bain fires for three. Morant dishes to Brooks. Back to Morant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 34 points for John Morant.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
Ball no good. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
That's good from Morant. Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Washington comes in for Kelly Oubre. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Break last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Jackson finds Bain. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
There is a quickness and a physicality. Terry Rozier has all the tools to be a tremendous defender.
Here's Williams. Tips it up. And Hayward is right there. Hayward's got 4 this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Morant with it. Got by Rozier. Morant passes to Brooks. And a wide-open look for Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Ball. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And it's an 11-point Charlotte lead.
Well, you have to be willing to take what the defender gives you. LaMelo Ball gets into that mid-range, makes the defender pay.
Brooks misses. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Hayward, he blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Bain, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Lets a floater go, and the shot goes down. Rozier's got his first points of the game.
Well, the floater is an integral part of any small guard's game. Terry Rozier, that is in the bag.
Jones checked in for Memphis.
about to get wild. Here's your high pickoff squad. And that is your honeybee. Everyone, show us some love.
1:14 left to play in the final quarter. Bain kicks to Jones. And nothing is falling for him right now. Hornets leading by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Hornets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Williams.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Shooting for Memphis.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And it's the Hornets' ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And the rejection by Jackson. Payne for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Basketball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a deep 3 from Ball. Grizzlies with the rebound. The pass to Jackson. And here is Bain. Lets the 3 fly. He can't hit that time. Hayward outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Payne for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. They'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That's on Terry Rozier.
Team foul. Shooting for Memphis.
He's off on the first.
Desmond Bain at the line for 3.
That one is no good. And he misses all 3. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A confident win and one where they